Gonna cringe my way through this. Hey everybody! Thank you so much for coming back to another video. Today I'm excited to just put on my makeup with you guys. So what I'm gonna be doing is kind of walking through my day-to-day makeup look. I do like to mix drugstore makeup like ELF and NYX and things like that. I mean, I guess it's not really drugstore, but the more affordable options with some more expensive options as well, and you'll see what I mean. And I've definitely tried lots of different kinds of expensive lipsticks, cheap lipsticks, matte lipsticks, super stay lipsticks. So I'm excited to share what I found works well. And bonus, I'll be putting on some magnetic lashes today as well. I know that that's been kind of like a trendy thing and I love them. So I'm excited to share with you all. So let's go, let's do it. So first, I'm going to use some primer. So I have really big pores, so I like to use this, at least in my cheeks. You can probably see, you can see better when I wear shiny things. It's funny, I have a pore problem. I don't like my pores, but I love to have a shiny face, which in turn accentuates my big pores, but you know, it's whatever. All right. So I usually just use my hands and just kind of rub it in, especially in the cheeks area. Okay, next, I just got this. I love it, honestly. I feel like it's been what I've been looking for a long time. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. For the longest time I was using the other one. I think I still have it. Oh no, I threw it away. But I have kind of dry skin. Not really dry skin. I have like normal skin, I would say. Normal to combination skin. And so the other Fenty Pro Filter foundation is more for people with oily skin, and so it was always so dry on my face and I felt like it was just like too powdery. So when I found this one, I was really excited. So what I usually do is I usually just like squirt a few things on there. My Sephora cheap foundation brush, it's a good one, I like it, and I just kind of blend it in all over as best as I can. It's so funny, I feel like these brushes, the foundation brushes, the buff brushes, never do as well as when they're brand new. No matter how good you wash them or how often you wash them, they just don't really want to stay. So in my cheeks especially, once I get the first coat on, like where I have my big pores, I like to like just kind of dab it in there and even do some circular brush strokes. It helps to fill in the pores. So once I've gone through and gotten pretty much all the foundation, I like to take my beauty blender and just kind of like dab a little, because I can kind of see where there's like some built up foundation, especially in my eyelids, because my eyelids crease. So I just kind of dab it, blend it in a little, not too much because I feel like sometimes it takes it off. And since my skin is kind of red, I can see it pretty well when it's starting to come off. Okay, I look like a ghost. Bronzer. I just got this ELF bronzer palette. I like it. The only thing is that like none of the colors are good for me except for one, but I guess that's fine. Sometimes I do fringe makeup. Maybe I'll get a tan one of these days. Who knows? But I'm gonna use this one. And I've got my Pro Contour Sephora brush. I'm really cheap when it comes to brushes. So I like to put it just lightly right here and kind of blend it in. It's a little dark. Well, no, maybe not. And then on this, same on the other side. I like to try to hide this right here, give myself a little bit more of a chiseled jawline. So I take some bronzer and go along my jawline and come up just a little to contour that area. Helps to frame my face a little better, you could say. My blush, it's the Seduce by Tarte. I really like it. It kind of looks like it says fart. Anyway, I'm a child. Okay, so my mom gave me these Mary Kay brushes like years and years ago, and I've been using them ever since. I'm pretty sure it was like when I first got married, so like 2012, 2013, so that's cool. But anyway, I like to like get it really on there and then just kind of brush it, like fan it over my whole cheek and try to get the apple in there. And I like to have a lot of blush, like not a lot, but enough to where it looks like I've been taking a brisk walk out on a chilly winter day. I think it looks, it's pretty even. Now to my ghostly eyebrows. These eyebrows are untamable, I swear. Anastasia, it's like a double end. I don't know. I can't remember. The eyebrow pomade that I use is the 24 Hour Super Brow in Dark Brown by Kat Von D. And I just kind of like, just get a little on the brush, take off the excess so it's not too much, because otherwise it gets a little crazy. Oh man, I've never done this in a camera before. I try to just keep it to my brow. I have naturally really coarse eyebrow hairs, so it's kind of difficult to like shape them in a way that they don't want to be naturally. So I overline my brows just a little. I like to have long eyebrow tails, kind of like Daisy Buchanan in The Great Gatsby. So I don't really put any here until I'm done. So like I take whatever's left over and just kind of like brush it over lightly just to put a little bit of pigment in there, and then I blend it with the end. How does it look? Right, same thing on the other side. I know they say eyebrows are supposed to be like sisters and not twins, but mine were more like cousins. Because they never look alike. This one is, this is my better eyebrow. So this one is like a good, nice, straight, like sleek line. And then this one's like, it like goes in weird right here. And then it's like, blah. I don't know what's going on with my face. It's tight. Moving on. Eyeshadow next. So I recently got the Cherry palette by Urban Decay, and I really love it. I like berry tones, especially in the fall. I feel like it's like the perfect time to wear berry tones. So here we are. I've got my Sephora brush yet again. So I'm going to use the lightest color. I like to put that right under my brows to kind of like highlight and shape them. Same thing on this side. So much pigment in this palette. It's amazing. Oh. It's like a magic trick. Honestly, I usually just use the same brush for all the light colors, and then I just switch for like the darker colors into this next one here, this one. And then I just like to fill in like the crease-ish area, kind of make a base for the rest of my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be putting some other colors and blending them in. And I always do each step on the same eye. I could never do like one eye at a time. My brain just doesn't work that way. That'd be like if you like put on your shoes, like a sock and then a shoe and then a sock and then a shoe. It just doesn't make sense. Like you just put on the socks and then you put on the shoes. Okay, next I'll take another brush. That's another Mary Kay brush that I got from my mom. Since I'm wearing a berry dress today, I don't know if I want to go too crazy with the berry colors. So I'm gonna go with the Feels color, this one here. I'm just gonna fill in my whole eyelid. Just like light. Just make sure that the color is evenly distributed. And try not to let the fallout like get under the eye. But that's also why I wait until after I do my eyeshadow for my concealer. I'm gonna go to Naked 3. This is one that I used to always use. You can tell it's very worn. And I'm gonna go for a more mauve-y color. So I really like the Nooner color, this one here. It's really nice. It blends really well. So I'm gonna put that in the crease here. It's not very bold, but that's okay, because our lips are going to be bold today. I'm going to match my lips to my dress. So I'm putting it just on the corner, the outer corner there. I don't put any of the darker colors on the inside because I like, especially when I only put my eyeliner on the edge, I don't like to have a lot of dark colors on the inner lids because I have such dark features. Like, not that my skin is dark, but my eyebrows are kind of thick and dark and my hair is really dark, and I just feel like minimize the darkness as much as possible. Eyeshadow is done. What do you think? Does it look okay? I'm gonna just like use this to kind of dab any fallout. So here's my concealer. I got it from Ipsy. I don't use very much. So I put them on my ring finger because that's your weakest finger typically, and so when you're using it to like go under your eye, you're not gonna like muscle a whole lot of aggression, I guess you could say, into your eyes, and so it helps to keep your eyes a little bit youthful. Like, I already kind of have under eye wrinkles, so I'd like to minimize those as much as possible. So I just do like a little squirt here, like that much. You see? I don't know. And then I rub my fingers together. Okay. And then I just kind of tap it on under my eyes. I just get it as much as I can with my finger. Move on to the other side. It's okay if it comes down a little. And then I use the Beauty Blender to really blend it in until it looks pretty good. My nose keeps whistling. Oh my gosh. Allergies. I have a pet rabbit who I'm allergic to, and it's the saddest thing because he is literally the cutest little fluffy bun. But whenever I take him out, I can't breathe for the next hour or two, so that's always fun. I have really puffy under eyes, and so whenever I wear mascara, that means a lot of transfer happens. So I'm going to use, it's the Kat Von D setting powder, Lock It. I got it for free for my birthday. I usually use like a flat brush like this one, and I just kind of like get a bunch on, and then I literally just like dab the crap out of it to really like set it in place. And I just kind of keep dabbing it until it's all blended, and I'll feel it with my pinky, see if it's sticky still, and it is, so do it again. It dries it out a little, but that's worth it to me to not have puffy under eyes and black raccoon eyes all the time. My eye looks possessed. And it's okay if it like kind of falls, like, because it's just setting powder. It'll set pretty clear. It comes out white, but, and then I usually try to just like kind of get my nose a little bit. And then sometimes it'll like kind of go a little too crazy on the eyeshadow, so I'll just kind of blend it afterwards. We're almost done, guys. Eyeliner. This is the best eyeliner. It's Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper Black. I've tried both of them. I like the tattoo liner is good too, but I like this one a little better just because this one is like a felt tip, and so it doesn't change its shape, but the tattoo liner is a brush tip, and so while it does stay pretty pointy, like when you push down, the bristles can like expand a little and kind of make an unpredictable shape. This one here. So what I do is I just kind of like start right there and move outward. So see, I've got it started, and then I try to make the wing from there. And honestly, it turns out different every time. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of wing it every time. Wing it, get it? So I like to have like a thick wing, but not too thick. Like I like for it to kind of just jut out straight, because I like the eyeliner to change my eye shape a little to make it more that shaped. I don't know, cat eye shaped. Who knows? And then I just kind of fill it in. So I fill it in to make sure that it's a good solid black. I think that looks pretty good. Now the hard part of making my left eye match. Wish me luck. And I try not to pull my eye too much for two reasons. One, because it does cause wrinkles, and I would really not like to have wrinkles as long as possible. But two, because it kind of changes the shape, and it's harder to like see what's happening on the eyelid. Oh no. Ew. Sometimes you just kind of figure it's close enough, and hopefully no one's going to be looking that close. So like I said before, I like to have a shiny face. So I've got the NYX Dewy Finish. So I set myself twice. I do it after like all of this stuff is done, before my lips and before my mascara and before my highlighter. I get one of those James Charles fans. I curled my lashes just a little. It helps to keep the magnetic lashes on. Here are the magnetic lashes that I use. See them? So they have magnets on either end. So one on the inside and one on the outside of the lash line. These are called Lashed Up. I buy them from Amazon, spelled LASH''D up. And these are the natural ones. I really like them. Funny story, so when I very first found them on Amazon, I ordered the natural ones, and they ended up being really pretty. Like, they were pretty thick and kind of long, and they looked a lot like my lash extensions looked, which was really awesome because I loved the way my lash extensions looked. I just didn't love that they didn't last very long. Like, I felt like after a week I needed another fill, and the fills were like $75. yeah, I was really excited when I found magnetic lashes because I don't like wearing mascara very much, just because, like I said earlier, like my under eyes transfer a lot of mascara and then it gets really frustrating. So this is my middle ground, you could say. Put these on. I'm going to start with the right one. You take off both sides of the magnet. What you do is you rest it on your lash line and kind of put it in place. And this is where curling your lashes really helps, because it helps to put it in place. So you can kind of see that it's just like going crazy. And then what I do is I just like, I hold the magnet from the end. I don't recommend using tweezers because I've poked myself in the eye so many times trying to use tweezers. So yeah, I just hold it from the end. Alright, and then sometimes I'll hold it in place, make sure that it's not too far over, and then I just kind of like, whoop, put it in. So that side is on, so that's holding it in place. The inside is another story. Alright, so again, you hold it from the edge. Try to give yourself as much room as possible, so that you don't have to like poke yourself in the eyeball. And then I pull it over. Try to pull it straight and tight. And then same thing. Oh, that one went on really well. So I just kind of like put it on and I go in like from underneath and try to just aim it to reach. And a lot of the times you have to keep trying. Sometimes you have to take the whole thing off and just like start from scratch. But wow, that one went on really easily. That was nice. Sorry. Noisy neighbors. Alright, so same thing on the other side. And this side is always the harder one as well. My left eyebrow is my better eyebrow, but everything else, the left side, does not do well. Okay, so I'm gonna place it. So I found that it's easiest to use the same hand as whichever eye you're putting it on. So like, even though I'm right-handed, I'm gonna use, pardon me. Even though I'm right-handed, I'm going to use my left hand to put the magnet in instead of my right, because otherwise I have to like cross and I can't really see what I'm doing. So get that in place and go in for the side. Very good. This is going to be a challenge because again, I'm using my left hand and I'm going for it. Oh my gosh. How did that go? I guess filming is making me lucky. So you see a difference? Like, look how much better it looks. Alright, so I'm just going to add a small coat of mascara over the top of them just to kind of like blend my natural lashes with the magnetic lashes. But yeah, like just the lightest bit. And then I put a little bit on the inside to kind of blend that in too, so it doesn't just look like it's like nothing and then lashes. Highlighter. I love to have a shiny face. Like, you know the song Rudolph about having a very shiny nose? That's me with my cheekbones, I swear. So I have the ELF Shimmery Highlighting Powder. That's what it looks like. It's very shimmery. I like to use this Sephora brush. I don't know if it's proper use of it, but whatever. So I just kind of dab. And then I'll start with my nose. Get the tip of my nose. See how shiny that is already? So cute. And then I'll do the bridge of my nose. I gotta be careful though, because I have such a narrow bridge that if it gets too much, then it just looks like my entire nose is shiny, which is not the look that I'm going for. Put it on my cheekbone. Just so it's blended, and then what I'll do is I'll take my beauty blender and then I have a small forehead, but still I put a little on there just to bring the whole look together. A little on the chin. I like to put it above my lip. Make it look like I'm a little pouty, like, I don't know, I'm not pouty. Perfectly highlight. Okay, now last. I'm really excited about this lipstick. So I've been using it for a long time, but it's just the best. So it's basically the same color as my shirt, which is fun. but it's the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. It's literally amazing. Like, it stays all day, forever. I'm gonna put it on. The applicator is a little weird, but it's kind of nice. So I start with the bottom. And I don't really like use my hand. I use my face to put on lipstick, which is interesting. Very attractive face. So with this one, with my top lip, to make sure I don't like mess it up, I start from the bottom and work my way outward. So I accidentally overlined this side, so I'm gonna have to do the same on that side. That looks pretty good. And my hair needs work. I haven't washed it in a few days. Let's see, I washed it on Thursday, and today's Tuesday. Is that gross? I don't know. And that's pretty much that. What do you think? Here it is up close. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I can't wait to show you another video. Bye!